Hey, Tommy.
Good to see you, Alexandra. How are things?
Good. I guess I was glad I could hire you. It's been great having you so far.
Yeah,
How have you been liking it?
I like it a lot. I really like the culture of the company. It's great having a familiar face. Yeah, everything seems to be going really well.
Awesome. That's great. So how is the job different from where you're coming from?
Wow, it's a lot different because I've never done anything like sales before, really. So talking to people so much, getting into what they want, having to find information that matches them. That's all completely new to me.
Yeah. So one thing that I love about you and kind of why I hired you was because of your ability to learn quickly. Mm-hmm. And like, as you said, like talking to people, like you'd be surprised that not talking to anyone else down, but how quickly you are to be comfortable with other people. Mm-hmm. Like it's been impressive to see that.
Yeah, I feel really confident that I, am good at sales and that I will be good at sales. So.
Yeah. And like it's not something you can pick up quickly. Every day is a learning experience, as I'm sure you know.
Right.
Is there anything you struggle with?
I feel really confident, on the phone and knowing all the information that, about our products. I know a lot about our products. I know that, we have something that can fulfill their needs. Sometimes I just, I feel like I'm giving them all this information and for some reason it's still just not clicking with them. Mm-hmm. I'm telling them all about our products and how great they are and it's just not seeming to click with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why do you think that is?
Maybe because maybe they're just not seeing, the benefits of our product, or they're not converted to it. I'm not really sure. So
they're not. You can't transition them into being on your side of the product.
Yeah, they're interested, but it's just there's not really kind of like that attachment to it yet.
Yeah. Do you see
I'm getting a lot of leads. I'm getting a lot of people who are interested, but yeah.
Huh. Do you see other salesmen with the same issue in talking to your coworkers? Maybe how they do it differently, or
I really honestly haven't paid too much attention. I don't know.
Yeah. That's a really valid problem though. Mm-hmm. Like being able to transition the customer into like not just being interested, but advocating for the product, wanting the product, needing the product. And that's what selling is.
Right.
Anyone's interested in a new carbon fly rod, it's cool, right? But like getting them to be like, I want a carbon fly rod.
Right.
Like that's the hard part. And so, that's what we have to learn. Mm-hmm. How can we get you to the point where you're comfortable you're able to do that? How can we?
Yeah, I don't know if I know the answer to that. I guess I need to figure out a way to get them to feel like they need it. Or I guess maybe it's not necessarily what I think they need, but I guess to kind of better understand what they need.
Right.
Or why, because my dad used to always say, no one goes into a car dealership to look around, right? They know what they want. I guess I need to do a better job of figuring out what it is they want and kind of using that against them, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah. What it is they want. Mm-hmm. Right. So I guess how I interpret that is being able to find that out is kind of the goal.
Yeah. That makes sense.
The way I have done that in the past is like active listening. If you're not sure what they want, you can learn it through them.
Okay.
Like you don't have to be the one speaking. You can allow them to speak for you. So an example of that, and then maybe we can role play it is, hey, do you fish competitively? It's like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. You done any events? It's like, oh yeah. Like, how you been doing? You ask him questions and he's like, well, I'm 5th in the state. Mm-hmm. I'm like, like this is just a fake scenario. I'm 5th in the state. Wow, that's great. Is there any equipment that's just not up to your skill? it's talking him up.
Mm-hmm.
But he's able to sell. He's like, well, my rod's not the best. I need to be better at tying my flies. Be like, wow, your rod. What are you currently using?
Mm-hmm.
Like through that method,
Mm-hmm.
that's how I've found success in doing that. Do you want to? Guess we could practice doing this if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to give it a shot.
Great. You want to sell me a 2-person backpacking tent?
Okay.
Great.
Do I already know that you want it, or how do
Yeah. So I came in the store and I'm looking at the backpacking tents.
Okay.
So no.
Hey, how you doing today, sir?
Good.
Hey, I noticed you're looking at the tents over here. Are you planning on going on a trip here soon?
Yeah, me and my wife.
Oh, right on. Awesome.
Yeah.
What made you and your wife want to go on a backpacking trip?
Well, we love the outdoors, and my wife's got a bad back, so she can't carry much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Sorry to hear
I
that.
want a backpacking tent rather than a big old heavy one.
Yeah, right. Well, sounds like you'd maybe be wanting something light there. What else, are you guys looking for? Why do you guys love the outdoors, and why are you kind of looking for this experience of being in a tent?
Yeah, like my wife just loves being outside. I'm able to fish when she's outside,
Oh, very nice.
and yeah, like I have to carry most of our stuff,
Mm-hmm.
so it has to be light,
Okay, gotcha.
and that's kind of my main. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, luckily for you, we have a great selection here of products. Let me show you kind of what we're looking at. Now, how important is, because we have, this tent by Coleman and this tent here by Patagonia. They're both, our lightest weight tents that we have. How important is it for you guys to, see the stars? What else is important for you in a tent? Because both of these tents would be very light here. What else would you like?
Yeah. So we don't. We love to stargaze. We don't really camp in the rain when there's rain forecast.
Right.
We don't camp in Idaho where the weatherman can't predict crap.
Yeah. That storm out there earlier was crazy. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
But whatever.
Mhm.
So let's pause there.
Okay.
So that was great. The one part where you said, "Hey man, like, what else are you interested in?" That was perfect.
Mhm.
What did you think about that?
It felt a lot better. I mean, as soon as I knew that, his wife had a bad back, I mean, I know immediately to go to the lightweight tents and not focus on, the giant, heavy duty, all weather. He told me that he wasn't worried about the weather forecast. So, I know exactly what product. And since I know so much about the products, it just makes it easy for me to fit that product to their need once I know it.
Yeah, you're skipping like 4 steps because he does it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. All right. You want to try that this week, and then we'll meet up next week and see how it's going for you?
Yeah, for
Awesome.
sure. Sounds great.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. My name is Mitch,
Okay.
and you are
Shirley.
Shirley.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to refresh. I'm still focused on the other role play. Okay. Mitch, how you doing?
Good.
Good. How you liking it?
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, we were really excited to get you on board here. You came with a great resume, and you're getting a lot of leads. So, how are you enjoying working here so far?
It's good. I'm pretty confident.
Mhm.
I think I'm doing well.
That's awesome. What do you feel like you're doing well? What are you confident in?
Selling quick.
Yeah.
Like I'm rapid fire sales.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I'm super good at just getting down to the hammer,
Right.
just hammering the customers.
Yeah. What do you mean by hammering, and what kind of how would you define that?
Like, hey man, what you want?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, I want this.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, oh, we got this. I just match them perfectly. Like
Mhm.
that's kind of think that's my gift.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, definitely seems like you're really confident, and we have noticed that you've been able to get a lot of prospects coming in. As far as things that you feel like you have questions on, is there anything that you have been wanting to improve upon, or any questions that you have about the sales process?
Well, I mean, everyone wants more sales, right?
Right.
I think I'm pretty good right now, but I mean, getting more sales is a goal.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah. And yeah, like I said, we're super happy with your ability to get sales and bringing those new prospects in. Um, and, part of the sales process is we really want these people to become converted to the products that we're selling them. What have you been doing so far to kind of make sure that they're converted to, what you're pitching to them and what you feel like they need?
converted? I mean, not much, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, hard pitches and sales, baby,
Yeah. No, definitely.
Conversion, though, I mean, guess that's what we're looking for, too.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like it would be important if you're selling something to someone because, you're bringing in a lot of leads for us and then, some of these closers come in and continue to, push that deal along into further steps. Why do you think it would be beneficial if you were able to help them kind of know a little bit more about what they want in our services and our product?
In transferring the sale over?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if I'm only focused on the next step in the process,
Mm-hmm.
then I'll fast track customers,
Mm-hmm.
and then they might not fit the sales executive, which is the next step guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that could screw him up, waste his time maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's my goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hard, quick, fast selling. That's what I'm good at. So,
Yeah.
but I can see where yeah, maybe it might not be the right customers each time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's great that you've been able to get prospects over to the sales executive and the account executives, and we just want to help that even, improve even further by focusing on the quality, because like you said, you're knocking it out of the park on getting those numbers. Let's keep those numbers high, but as well, get those quality sales to come over with those customers who are super qualified. What are some things that you think you can do or I guess what kind of questions have you been asking the customer right now when you're trying to figure out what they need?
Well, I mean, I give them 3 options and I say, hey man, you want this, this, or this?
Mm-hmm.
Not many questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay.
Kind of just not trying to waste time,
Right. Yeah, and that's a great, mindset to keep in mind is, that time frame. But it's important as well, to take a little bit of time to understand kind of what they might want. What are some questions you think you could ask that might help them, tell you what they want, where it's, not just you giving them an option?
And you're saying these questions would let me get better prospects to the account executive?
Yeah, do you think that it would?
I can see how it could, yeah.
Yeah, how do you see that?
Well, I mean, if I push them in a direction, then they don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess with these questions, it can push themselves into
Mm-hmm.
the right fit.
Yeah, I mean, when you are faced with an option, between doing something that you want to do and something that someone else wants you to do, which one do you usually pick?
The one I want to do, for sure.
Right, yeah. I think I know I'm that way, I definitely want to do the thing that I want to do. And what's really cool and something that would work great with your really confident personality and your ability to, get right to the point is you can use these questions and something that we call active listening to get them to tell you what they want. And then it becomes super easy for you to say, well, if this is what you want, I got the thing for you here. Let me tell you about it. What are some questions that you think you could ask to get them to tell you what they want, where it's their idea, where it's not just, hey, which of these options do you want, where they kind of get a little bit passionate about it maybe?
Hey, thanks for the call. What need are you looking to have filled here?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, rather than pitching them 3 different options and they choose the path.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess doing the other way.
Okay, cool. Have you ever had any experience trying to do something like that before?
Well, with my wife, sometimes when I want to go out for steak, I give her 2 options,
Mm-hmm.
but I give her 2 steak options
Mm-hmm.
that don't have salads.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's her choice. But I mean, what kind of choice is that?
Right.
So it's kind of perfect, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, honey, want to go to Outback or Texas Roadhouse? It's like she chooses.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same.
Yeah. Well, like you said, maybe your wife, doesn't want steak, right? What's another question you could ask her to figure out what she wants to eat? Let's go ahead and role play that.
You're my wife?
Yeah, I'll be your wife.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay, role play active listening.
Yeah.
Hey, honey, you hungry?
Yeah, honey, I'm starving.
What'd you have for lunch?
I had steak for lunch. It was really good, but
Really?
yeah.
So, what would you like for dinner? You have any ideas?
I'm not really sure, but since I already had steak, I probably would, want to go without that for dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Panera has lots of options. Macaroni, I like.
Uh-huh.
I hear you like salads.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I do love salads. Salads are really good.
Okay. Let's go to Panera.
Okay. Pause. Okay, cool. So how did that feel?
Yeah, so it's uncovering something that I wouldn't know otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The reasons, I guess.
Yeah. So like if I had just, if you just asked me if I wanted, Texas Roadhouse or steak, could you have figured out what I wanted, do you think?
No. Yeah.
Awesome. So is this something that you feel like you could apply to your sales throughout the rest of the week here? Something that you could give a shot with the active listening?
Yeah, I can give it a try.
Okay.
I kind of wonder if it'll hurt my efficiency.
Yeah.
But I mean, if overall our metrics are set up right,
Mm-hmm.
our activities are set up right, then hopefully
Mm-hmm.
I'll be compensated correctly.
Yeah, and you definitely will. I know that, you are confident, and I know that you are a go-getter, and so really this isn't gonna, be something that will hurt you. If anything, it's just gonna help you be a better salesman. It's just gonna help you take even that next step to have quality as well as quantity, and it's gonna be able to help you to, help the guys at the next level as well. And I'm going to send you over an article, too, that gives you some pointers here on active listening on HubSpot. You want to take that and give that a read and then apply some of those things that you learned that kind of fits your style, right?
Cool.
And then at the end of the week, we can come back and talk about how it went, and you can tell me, what from the article and what we talked about worked for you on the phones.
Great.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.